Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a voice instructor who does lessons via the internet, and today I'm going to talk about 20 hit songs by the Foo Fighters, ranked from easiest to hardest to sing in terms of the highest notes sung with power in each song. Now, power is somewhat subjective, but I use it here to mean not sounding like falsetto or head voice, but sounding like chest or distorted chest voice. I've geared this video towards people who want to sing karaoke and are unsure if the powerful high note of the song is in their range of powerful singing. So I've included the word or syllable from the lyrics and the time in the song when that note comes, so you can quickly step outside the karaoke joint, assuming we'll be doing in-person karaoke again someday, I hope so, and see if you can sing along with that note. If you don't care for dorky, dad joke style humor, or just want to cut to the chase, that's fine. Jump to about the 8-minute mark. In this video, for the list of 20 songs in order from lowest high note to highest high note, or more precisely highest note, with the word or syllable and time at which it's sung listed, along with the note value, and also for a recording of me singing each of the notes so you can try to sing along. Now, there are a number of things that make songs difficult to sing well, assuming you've already got a good handle on pitch, including not just how high the powerful highest note is, but how many high notes there are, how high the highest non-powerful falsetto or weak head voice note is in terms of your range, if your range even goes that high, how low the low notes are, something that excludes certain voice types more than the high notes actually, because singing high notes with power can often be trained for, while the lowest note you can achieve may not budge much, even with training. And there's also distortion, dynamics, volume control, vibrato, tricky lyrics, how fast the notes change, such as in riffs and runs, and how long notes are held in terms of breath control, to name just some of the factors that affect how difficult a song is to sing well. Okay, so the easiest Foo Fighters song to sing in terms of its highest note on this list of 20 of their hit songs is Walking After You, also their softest song on here. It only goes to a B3, which is in like everyone's range. This is off the album The Color and the Shape, which, according to my fake Foo Fighters facts, was named that because Dave Grohl really liked the British spelling of the word color, C-O-L-O-U-R. And it's fake reported that he was a bit upset that shape is spelled the same way in both British and American English, but he went with it anyway. Second easiest song to sing is Big Me, off of what is, again, according to my fake Foo Fighters facts, i.e. facts that I've completely made up here just for fun. It's off of what is falsely considered their self-titled debut album. The album is in fact not named after the band. You heard it here first. You heard it here falsely first. Actually, alien text is hidden in the ray gun image on the cover and shows the real name, which is Sredegif Oof, which literally means Foo Fighters spelled backwards. Sredegif Oof. Hey, gotta keep it fun here. Number 3, Wheels, off their greatest hits album, which, fun fake Foo Fighters fact, it's hard to say, fun fake Foo Fighters fact, was named after Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' 1993 album called Greatest Hits. Wheels reaches an E4 note, which is near the start of the first bridge from chest to head voice for many men, and is not particularly high for a rock song. Number 4 is Everlong, the original version, and number 5 is Learn to Fly, both of which top out at an F-sharp 4, where things often start to get interesting or challenging for the untrained male voice. Both of these songs also go to the lowest on this list, down to a B2 note, which is about an octave lower than the typical soprano range. So if you're a soprano who wants to sing Foo Fighters, don't go here. Numbers 6 and 7, Long Road to Ruin and Times Like These, both go up to a G4. And let me just insert a fun fake Foo Fighters fact here. Taylor Hawkins, the Foo Fighters drummer, never wore a shirt while on tour for their album One by One. Asked about it, he responded simply, "This is how I was born." I assume he meant shirtless. Again, this is a fake fact, totally made up. At a G-sharp 4 high note, we find my personal favorite Foo Fighters song, My Hero, in the 8th slot, and Best of You in the 9th. Best of You does have a lot of G-sharp 4 notes in it, which makes it somewhat harder to sing in my opinion. By the way, I determined the highest and lowest notes of these songs by singing along with them into my Android phone and using the app G-Strings to measure the note I was singing. Now numbers 10 through 12 all have A4s as the highest note. This is a call, I'll Stick Around, and These Days. A4 was where I personally used to top out, and also have had many a voice crack before I learned the proper technique up in this range and above. So this is the one real Foo Fighters fact I'm going to include here, at least if I'm remembering it correctly. I once heard Dave Grohl being interviewed by Howard Stern, and Howard Stern asked him something like, "It sounds like you're grinding your voice when you do all that yelling. How do you do that without hurting yourself?" And Dave Grohl responded, "I don't know." I don't know if he knows or not, but techniques to perform healthy distortion can be taught. I personally learned them from Draven Gray at rocksinginglessons.com, and he's great. And I can also teach them to you if you're looking for lessons. Check out my Facebook page below for more info. Okay, now that ad's out of the way, number 13 is All My Life off the album One by One. Sometimes when I'm doing dishes, I find myself singing this song. You know what I'm talking about? Done! Done! On to the next one! Done! And I'm done! And I'm on to the next! And actually, I think this song may very well be about doing dishes, because Dave sings, "Yeah, don't let it go to waste," like don't let the food go to waste and scrape it into the trash when you're doing the dishes. And to go one step further, I have a theory that the whole album One by One is about washing dishes. Now hear me out on this. In my fake Foo Fighters facts list, I found that an interviewer once asked Dave Grohl if he still washed his own dishes after becoming a rock star, to which Dave replied, "Yeah, sometimes." And the interviewer said, "How do you do them?" Probably meaning to ask if he does them by hand or with a dishwasher, but Dave, in this fake interview that never existed, responded, "One by one, I guess." Some of the song titles in the album also pretty obviously have to do with washing dishes, such as with basic dishwasher settings like Low and Disenchanted Lullaby, which would be the quiet setting, Have It All for when you've got every kind of food caked on, Overdrive for when you really need those dishes clean, and Burn Away for when you need them like sterile. Oh, and Times Like These are for the short cycles like the 1 hour one. No? Okay. Alright, number 14 is Breakout off the album There's Nothing Left to Lose, which was fake reportedly something that Taylor Hawkins once said to Dave Grohl. He said, "Once you lose your shirt, Dave, there's nothing left to lose." And I believe, yes, he was shirtless when he said that. Number 15 goes to the same high note as 14, a B4, and it's The Sky is a Neighborhood. This is just below tenor's high C, so we're getting up there to be able to sing it with power, although admittedly it's distorted power, not clean, classical singing power, which is harder in my opinion. It would be fun though to see Dave Grohl sing his hits in a classical style, wouldn't it? Maybe that could be some new thing like, MTV Unplugged except it'd be MTV Classical? No? Okay. Numbers 16 and 17 both climb to C5, the tenor's high C, and they are Walk, which really only barely touches it, and The Pretender, which ends with a high C. And the three songs with the highest notes of D5 are Monkey Wrench, Congregation, and Something from Nothing. These last two songs are off of Sonic Highways, named, according to my fun fake Foo Fighters facts, for how the band likes to kill time while traveling between shows by playing the video game Sonic the Hedgehog. I wonder if they've seen the movie yet. I probably should have stopped about 4 albums ago with the fake stories about how they were named, huh? Oh well. I'm sorry if your favorite Foo Fighters song didn't make my list. You can leave outraged comments about it below if you'd like. So here's a list of 20 songs in order from lowest high note to highest high note, with the word or syllable and time at which it's sung listed, along with the note value. I'm just going to post it for a couple of seconds. You can pause the video if you want to examine it carefully. And now, here's me singing each of the high notes back to back for you to sing along to test if the notes are in your powerful range.
Me talk when I look inside. It's what I've called all easy done. Break nay if you free. Light right.
And if there are really any sopranos out there who are itching to sing a Foo Fighters song in its original key, here's the list of 20 songs from highest low note to lowest low note. So you can see what's in your range, which would be like one song maybe, Best of You. I fake heard that Dave Grohl toyed with the idea of giving that song the parenthetical title For Sopranos, but ultimately decided against it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also, please check out my Facebook page listed in the description below if you're interested in voice lessons or other things about voice. And if you have other bands you want me to do a list like this for, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.